Hi everyone, welcome to Kole Sukailu, Real Aikaiwa Shadowing. Let's get started with today's shadowing lesson. Listen to today's real native conversation. Focus on the rhythm and shadow along. Hyomo, Ishoni, step up, Shumasho. Practice daily to master vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and rhythm. Repeat. Try again and again. Zehi. Shanaru no toroku wo. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Ever wonder which path leads to more happiness, walking down the aisle or enjoying the single life? It's a big question. I mean, is it better to say I do or I do what I want?
Right, and it feels like there's no single right answer. What makes one person happy might make someone else miserable.
So true. Let's break down some common perceptions. What do people think they're signing up for with each choice?
On one hand, marriage is often seen as this ultimate goal. You've got a built-in support system, someone to share life's ups and downs with. But that comes with expectations.
For sure. There's that image of the cozy family, holidays together, maybe kids down the road. It's the whole package deal, right? But then you hear about the compromises, the in-laws, and suddenly it seems less idyllic.
Exactly. The single life, on the other hand, is all about freedom. You call the shots, spend your money how you want, and answer to no one. Sounds amazing. But
what about the loneliness, the fear of growing old alone? I mean, that's the flip side, isn't it? You might have all the freedom in the world, but is there someone there to share it with?
you got it. And I think that fear is especially strong as we get older. When you're young, single life feels like an adventure. But later on, it can start to feel a bit precarious.
Let's talk specifics. What are some concrete benefits of staying single, especially for men?
Well, financially, it's a no-brainer. You're not splitting your income. You can splurge on hobbies, travel, whatever makes you happy. Plus, career-wise, you're more flexible. You can take risks, move for a job without having to consider a family.
That makes sense. But what about the downsides?
There's a practical side. You're responsible for all the household chores, the cooking, the cleaning, and emotionally, there might be a lack of day-to-day support, someone to vent to after a tough day.
Okay, so what does marriage bring to the table? I mean, beyond the warm and fuzzy feelings.
Security, for one thing, knowing you have someone who's got your back through thick and thin. And statistically, married people tend to be healthier and live longer. Maybe it's the companionship, maybe it's the nagging to go to the doctor.
Ha! A little bit of both, probably. But again, there's a price, right?
Definitely. You're sharing your life, your space, your finances. Disagreements are inevitable, and you have to be willing to compromise. And let's not forget, divorce can be incredibly messy, emotionally and financially.
It's interesting, though, how our perception changes over time. I saw some data that showed a lot of people in their 20s feel like single life is the only way to go.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you're young, freedom and exploration are top priorities. But as people hit their 60s and 70s, they often start to value the stability and companionship that marriage provides.
So it's almost like what we're looking for shifts as we age?
Exactly. When you're young, you want to sow your oats. Later, you want someone to share your rocking chair with.
What about societal pressures? Are people still feeling pressured to get married?
I think it's lessening, but it's still there, especially from family. The when are you going to settle down questions can be brutal, but I think more and more people are pushing back against that narrative.
Right. There's definitely a growing acceptance of different lifestyles. You don't have to follow the traditional path to be considered successful or happy.
And I think social media has played a role in that. You see people living all sorts of lives, and it normalizes the idea that there's no one right way to do things.
So how do you make this decision? How do you figure out which path is right for you?
It starts with being honest with yourself. What do you truly value? Do you crave freedom and independence, or do you long for connection and security?
And then I guess it's about weighing the pros and cons, being realistic about the challenges of each path.
Absolutely. And remembering that it's not a life sentence. People get married and divorced, people stay single their whole lives, and find incredible fulfillment.
So it's about choosing what feels right for you right now and being open to the possibility that your needs and desires might change down the road.
Precisely. There's no guarantee of happiness either way. It's about creating a life that aligns with your values and brings you joy, whether you're flying solo or with a partner.
So really, there's no better option. It's all about the individual.
Exactly. Happiness isn't about a relationship status. It's about finding contentment within yourself and your chosen lifestyle.
All right, we've finished today's lesson. How did you find it? Kyomo Sukoshi Zutsu step up. Dekimashita ne. Hontoni. Sugoi desu. Please let me know your thoughts or requests in the comments. And Zehi Cheneru no Toroku wo Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again. Ashitamo. Ishoni. Gambari mashone. See you next time. Bye-bye.